Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful forest, there lived a little sparrow named Suri. She was smaller than most other birds, and her wings were not as strong as the eagles or hawks. But Suri had something special. She had courage in her heart and kindness in her soul. Every morning, Suri would wake up early and sing on the highest branch of an old oak tree. Her sweet voice filled the forest with joy. The rabbits danced to her tunes. The squirrels clapped their tiny paws, and even the shy deer stopped to listen. Everyone loved her songs. One day, Suri noticed that a family of field mice had built their home under the roots of the great oak. Every morning, she would chirp greetings to them as she settled into her favorite branch. But one day, a terrible storm raged through the forest. The mighty oak, which had stood for hundreds of years, was struck by lightning and crashed to the ground. The field mice's home was destroyed. Suri was very upset. She wanted to help, but what could a tiny sparrow do? As she looked around for an idea, she spotted a large plastic sheet lying nearby. An idea popped into Suri's head. She flew to the beavers' dam and asked for help. The beavers were busy, but they listened to Suri's plan and agreed to help her gather twigs and leaves. Together, they made a soft bed for the mice under the plastic sheet. When the storm passed and the sun peeked through the clouds, Suri and the beavers went to check on the mice. They were so grateful to be safe and sound. The mother mouse led her children in a tiny parade to their new home, and Suri and the beavers watched with smiles on their faces. From that day on, Suri became known throughout the forest for her kindness and helpfulness. Animals big and small came to her for comfort and support, but Suri never forgot that she was just a little sparrow. She remained humble and kind, always ready to lend a wing or a song to those in need. One evening, Suri perched on her branch and sang a song about friendship and helping others. The forest animals gathered around her, each sharing a story of how Suri had touched their lives. They realized that a small act of kindness had made the forest a better place for everyone. As the years passed, Suri grew old. Her feathers turned gray, and her songs became slower and softer. Yet her spirit never faded. She continued to spread joy and kindness to every creature she met. And when it was time for her to fly away to the great bird kingdom in the sky, the forest animals knew they had learned an important lesson from the little sparrow with a brave heart and a song in her soul. They understood that being small didn't mean being weak. That kindness could make you strong, and that one day, maybe, they, too, could make a difference in the world. So as they gathered for Suri's final song, they promised to remember her lessons, to be kind to everyone, and to face their fears with courage. Because deep in their hearts, they knew that Suri's spirit would live on in the rustling leaves, the babbling brooks, and the songs of the forest.